So you have a Troy-Bilt Tomahawk chipper, and it's not quite chipping like it used to. And when I say not like it used to, like me, you may have bought it used, and you don't know what this thing is chipped like new. But when this thing has a sharp blade on it, and you put a log into this, the chipper chute on this side, it will almost suck that log in. You have to do very little pushing. When the blade starts to get dull, I find myself, I have to start pushing and pushing the stuff in. And when that starts happening, I know I need to sharpen the knife on this. You need to sharpen the knife every 10 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I sharpen the knife. So the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to pull the grate out of this machine. And if you own one of these, I'm sure you've done it before. You pull these pins, pull this one out on this side. There's one of these on the back side I'm going to go to pull out. It's the exact same thing. Okay. So I pulled that pin out. Exactly the same. Got the little clip on it. This enables you to pull the grate out of it. Okay, pull that out. Here's the screen that's in it. Then I'll take my adjustables. I will lock this door up into the air because I'm going to be reaching in there. This is your chute right here that you feed your sticks in. You're going to want to take this off. There are 4 bolts. One here, one here, one here, one here. So go ahead and take this off. So I've taken the chute off, I've rotated the drum, and here is the knife right here. Let me go ahead and zoom in on it so you can see it. Okay, so there's your knife. So as you can see, there's 3 bolts right here with an Allen head in them. You're going to want to take a little wire or nail or something, and I clean out these so I can get the Allen wrench in there, and then I reach onto the back side and there's a nut on the back side of them. What I have here is a little WD-40. I'm just going to squirt that and work the screwdriver to clean these holes right out. Now I have my little Allen socket here. It's 5/32. Ratchet, my little 1/4-inch ratchet. What all you gotta do is hold on to this side. Don't try turning it by this because you'll strip the head out. And then I take 7/16 wrench, and this is where I go back, reach around that chute up through it, and I get my wrench on the back side, starting with the one closest to my hand first. It takes a little practice, but once you get the hang of it, it's not that bad after you've done it 1 or 2 times. And then I just loosen it up with the wrench. I made a little bit of a turn, and then I can go ahead and use this to just crank that right out of there. And send it flying across the garage, apparently. You see, that's all it is. 5/30 seconds. A little nut on the back side. Okay, then I'll just do the same for all three of them. Alright, now that I took all the bolts out, just go ahead and take this out. Some sticks caught in there. And that is the only knife this has in it. And this isn't that bad. I sharpen this way, focus camera. I sharpen this way more than most people do, but I like it nice and sharp. I find it's worth taking the 30 minutes to sharpen this knife rather than kill yourself trying to push the brush through this thing. Here, so it doesn't move in my cheap vise. And I have a file. You always want to use a file on something like this. You don't want to use a surface grinder or a bench grinder, because what will happen is you will heat this steel up and it'll lose its temper and it'll get dull very fast. And it's true, I've done it. Same with lawnmower blades. I used to sharpen them with a surface grinder until some old guy told me, hey, use a file on that, works much better. And it's not that hard to do. So I just have a regular old cheapo Home Depot special file. I know there's going to be some couch commandos out there. Oh, you got to have a $60 file and all this other horse shit. But no, just get yourself a file from Home Depot. It's like $9 and you're good to go. All right. And what you're going to want to do is push in, just like sharpening an axe. You want to push into the blade at the same bevel that's already here. That's it. That's all you got to do. All right. That's it. Alright, so I didn't video the whole thing, but you know, basically, like I said, I put it in my vise, and I would put it one side, then I turned it around and did the other half, and I pushed into it just like you would sharpen an axe. And now I have a nice sharp edge on there. How do I know it's sharp? Again, don't run your finger across it this way because you may cut yourself. You don't need it as sharp as, you know, a kitchen knife, but you'll feel it. It'll just catch your finger a little bit, like a cat's claw. I'm going to go ahead and put this back in. It goes in exactly like it came out. Just reverse the steps I took. I don't think there's a need to film it. And then I'll show you how it cuts with a new blade. So I got the chipper out in an area that I'm taking trees down. And I just cut a few. There's a tree top back here that I left back here a few months ago. I just cut some fairly decent sized branches off of it, and I'm going to show you what this chipper should do when it's sharp. Those are the branches.